Right. Hello, people. Hello. I do believe things are set up, but I have no idea how to tell. Hello. Okay, yes. We are live then. Yeah. Yeah. I have been working on the video, as you can tell by the fact that... Let me just quickly save the project. As you can tell by the fact that there's a 2 there because for some reason it starts at 1. Hello, Sin. It's like this because it starts at 1 for some reason. So I've edited 1 hour and 3 minutes so far, which is about this. Not too well. It will be about 2 hours total, but this reads differently. Hello, Kabumi. Hello, and hello, Zulit. Oh, also hello, Tiger Cat. Yeah. So because this is the sort of start of the video. I'll just quickly go over the start of the video because I think the music choices. This is a bit also like feedback of stuff. You can see my timeline is beginning to look like how an actual editing timeline looks like, rather than just all in one track. Hello, Iridian. Weren't you up until like 3 AM last night? Shh. What are you talking about? That definitely didn't. Yeah, no, I did. Thank you. But yeah, so here's the start. Just imagine the most basic aspect of a turn-based RPG. Your mind probably immediately goes to any number of things, ranging from characters to art design to the musical score that plays from moment to moment. But I'd say there's one even more fundamental aspect that all turn-based RPGs can't do without. Damage. Every turn-based RPG has some way to deal with damage, ranging from your more mundane... clicked off to try and fix something. Can't do without. Damage. Every turn-based RPG has some way to deal with damage, ranging from your more mundane to the insanely esoteric. There's always some way to lower the HP of your opponent to claim victory when you're the last one left standing. So it should come as no surprise to you that Ruina, being a turn-based RPG, also has a way to deal damage. This comes in the form of your roll values. Anyway, I'm pretty happy with that. And then there's also a little bit with, like, I did an editing trick. But, you'll see them in the final video. Should we associate this song with another song instead of waiting? Yeah, I reckon at some point, when we get to the final thing. But yeah, so currently I've just made it to Impuritas Civitatis. I've always said Impuritas Civitas, but I think it's Impuritas Civitatis. Which is interesting, but yeah, no, I just never knew it was that. But yeah, so this part has no music. Because I haven't added music for, like, this section. Because, like, I've just gone over finishing off Star of the City. We've finally finished off Star of the City and can move on to the last section of the game. Welcome to Impuritas Civitatis. Let's begin. I have this. The first fight in Impuritas Civitatis is Hannah Association, and to do that I then have to go to, like, video... Where is it? Wait for these clips to load. Because I want to find Hannah Association. I believe they're here. Which means that we're going to Hannah Association. I can then grab them exploding. Because a lot of the stuff is just finding the right clips then for stuff. Yeah. Just how I edit mostly. I don't have any music on generally when I edit, unless it's the music that's already in the timeline or I'm, like, editing to music specifically, because otherwise I like to hear what it's like. Even if that's not how it's going to end up, I think it's helpful. Okay, so this will be a good clip. Because I want to... I remember what my clip is. It's at this point where I'm going, the first fight is Hannah Association, and yeah, no, they die. They die pretty quickly. So, I have this, I have this, paste that clip here, and do that. So then, the first fight in Impuritas Civitatis is Hannah Association, who... Yeah, no, they... Hold on, I would go out. And then I would prefer that there. Which means by doing that, and then having that, I can have it hit on the right beat. So, the first fight in Impuritas Civitatis is Hannah Association, who... Yeah, no, they go out like R Corp 2 did. If you've Out like Arcorp 2 did. If you did. What Arcorp 2 did. Huh? What the... Oh, thank you, Salt. I will add a
Pixelated Salt added $2 to the Lunacy Fund, Biner's Mug Corner.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. Like, as a visual glitch? Because it's distinctly a Ruina problem, but, this has been a smoke, right? No, that's... no, that's been a smoke. Okay. Oh, didn't mean to... There we are. Okay, there you are. One being a smoke in the corner. Thank you, Salt. Before I beat Borderlands 2, how far done were you with Borderlands 2? Can we backseat groups whilst the edits? I mean, you can, but no guarantee I, like, pay attention to it. Like Arcorp 2 did. I kind of need to remove that. I mean, I can just go... What causes that? It's a single frame. Like... I'm surprised I didn't notice that in comments on it mid-game. Because, like, see, by doing a single frame, if you remove the entire thing. I genuinely do not know what caused that. But yeah, I mean, also if anyone has any questions, you can always ask them. Let's put on, like, Balatro music, I reckon. Because that won't be, like, actually the music we use, but it's a nice editing. This way, it won't just be, like, you having to sit through random man talks to himself about how he's editing. Let's have the Balatro main theme, and we can put that to, like, this. If it would like to load. Just give it a moment, give it a moment. There we are. Will the video include Library of Ruina footage? This may shock you, but yes. If any of you have any questions too, just ask and go out. We can talk about that whilst I edit, but yeah. If you've ever played Ruina before, you'll know that the next fight is typically a cutscene fight between Olivia and Roland. Honestly, rather than having that, I might just switch over to Olivia straight away. Did I have Olivia here? Yeah, I had Olivia here.
Right. We hope so. Yeah.
Here. Will the video include Balatro music? Maybe. Maybe. Also, welcome Glacial Cube. I hope you enjoy the editing stream. Slight bit different to how I usually do things, but usually there's a lot more gameplay. This is just going to be me yapping. Can you make a video about editing your videos? No. Arcorp 2 did. Out like Arcorp 2 did. Genuinely, what is causing that? Hold on, I might actually have to just... Because it's this crossover frame that's causing it. What I'm gonna do is, hold on. I'm gonna have this expand here so I can get rid of that frame. So here is the frame that it happens. So I want to cut that out. Boom, boom. If I do this here, because then I can cut here. Oh, there, and then when I join this here and join this way, it'll look proper. Because now I can go to, if we do like this and then set this back to there. Okay, because now when I do this, oh right, no, that works. That did. If you've ever played Ruina, yeah, there we are. And now you can't see the bright yellow flash. Will the video include all the crash outs? No, it doesn't even include Yan. I just say I had a bit of mania. But what's your favorite thing you've eaten today? I actually went to lunch today with my mother, and I had like a flatbread thing. it was like a ham, brie, and cranberry flatbread. Which is quite nice, quite nice. If you've ever played Ruina before, you'll know that the next fight is typically a cutscene fight between Olivia and Roland, after Roland gets his real kit back and needs to kill his old friend to defend the library. You may also know that passive attribution here is locked. This means that, outside of what's naturally in Roland's kit, we will have zero way of dealing direct damage to Olivia. I have vague memories of what goes on. We got to work with. And then I need to slow fade in here. Slow fade in of the 3 cards that we get to deal with that. So if we look up, like, I think it's obtainable, and then you can see, because obtainable is like you can use it as a player, you just don't, like, you don't get to add or remove it to key pages. So yeah, you can play it, but you wouldn't ever actually be able to choose where to put it. So that's one of our damaging things. Wrangle Workshop is another one of our damaging things, and then Furioso is our last damaging thing on Roland. Hello, Cherry. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, no, my day's been pretty good today. I woke up at like 9 thinking, oh, you know, get ready for the day, do a bit of editing, etc, etc. I was far too tired for that. I just went back to sleep. Woke up closer to 12. Screenshots. Hello, Ian Reps. Resip. Ian Resip? Ian Resip, I think. Yeah, currently we are just working on... So there's 2 ways you can put images down. You can either put images actually on the timeline, or, if you want more control over them, you can put them in Fusion. So, what I'm going to do, because I want all 3 of them at once, and like I don't want to mess around with other moving things, I'm going to do this. Because then I can put them like where I want them to, so I'll put one up here, another one here. This is mainly just, this is the bread and butter of editing for me. This is the, just using Fusion to slowly go through and put everything where you want it. Because, yeah, this is the meticulous part. If you don't use Fusion, or just putting stuff on the timeline, in my opinion it ends up looking like a slideshow more than anything else, which is understandably not a very good video. You wouldn't want to watch a slideshow. Let's go for 1.8. That, and then we can set the rest of them to be... Or maybe if we set them all to be 1.9. Because it's all about... You gotta leave the gaps between the stuff. Obviously you can't make it all touch, but it's all about making it regular. Nice, neat, regular, etc, etc, etc. I could have... If I have a smaller gap here similar to that gap there... So if we go for like... this... Are they even? Yeah. We've got 5:40 to get ready to go to school. Oh, that's rough. That is rough. And then you can... Normally you'd have to use like a blend to do stuff, but if you use a cross dissolve for footage that's continuous, or others... A way I do it is, if you want to put where you would normally use a blend in to save processing space, I believe it saves processing space, you can cut the clip, then start editing and put a cross dissolve, so the blend gets automatically done. And it means I don't have to do it on all 3, because... Work with. Oh. Oh no. Ta-da! That's right. Roland has 3 pages that can damage Olivia. Mook Workshop with 3 damage, Wrangle Workshop with 2 bleed, and Furioso with 5 bleed. If you are unaware of what this means, it means my life is about to become utter suffering thanks to the complete and total lack. I don't like it when... Because sometimes when I swallow, it leaves marks. Suffering thanks to the... So you have to kind of cut those out. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Suffering... Thanks. I could also put like a filter on my mic. I could make the suppression higher, but I think suffering that changes my voice in a way I don't like. Lack of damage we have available to us. But hey, what happened to the video underneath? Thanks. It's about to become
to suffering.
Sorry, hold on, don't know what happened there. I can change it by just finding the point at which I go back to normal, but what have I done? Did I decide to end the stream? Oh, I ended the stream. So horribly confused. I missed the... Yeah, there's the quit out button. Because obviously that was a very short stream. Where's Olivia? Why is it taking so long to load? Normally it's better at loading than this. You know what I'm gonna do? It has been a while since I've last reset it. I'm gonna quickly reset the program. And then open back up again. The ending of Ruina, yeah. Yeah, this is it, really. This is how you edit. And I just do this over and over and over. Why is it not? Okay, my computer might really not be liking the whole trying to do both of these at once thing. Hold on. If I get my task manager up. No, I don't think it is, actually. I'm running at 90% memory usage. That's always a good sign. Okay. Pick first person, no damage to Argalia? I don't know. Look at background audio, especially the soothing voice. Okay, I'm back. Things got a little bad for a second, but I'm back. My PC just minorly killed itself. Don't worry about it. It wasn't that Twitch crashed, it was my entire computer crashed for a second. And by that I mean the screen went black. So yeah, this is fine. This is fine. The fact that Twitch is showing 0 viewers, I'm sure that's fine and normal. Oh, did the Twitch stream reset? Handling hours of footage at once isn't very easy. No, it turns out, trying to edit something that is multiple hours long, whilst also trying to stream to multiple services, isn't really the best thing to do for your computer. Hello, Alicia. You, joined at a moderately buggy time. Okay, we're back. It feels like tempting